Today's day 8 on my Today's day 21 on my road to 108 Sun Salutations by the summer solstice, which is in a couple of days. I think it's really interesting that I have made it to 21 days, especially with that big thing being like, oh, it takes 21 days to form a new habit. And like, sure, and that's the average. It's not what necessarily works for me. And I had only thought about that a couple of weeks back when my friend was starting to read Atomic Habits again, and I was just like, yeah, like, I've read a sentence that says it takes on average 21 days, and I was like, yes, that is the difference, especially being neurodiverse and having ADHD, right? Like, I feel like I'm always trying to like guide my life or even measure it against like some of these things that you're supposed to have or do, and I don't, and then I start like internalizing that, but realizing that it's again average kind of changes my thought process on how long that it will take me to do something. So it's day 21, and I can't say this is a habit, but I can say it is something that I'm consciously aware that I need to work on. It is something that I'm consciously aware that I need to do in my day-to-day, and I'll definitely say knowing that it kind of helps me also just block off like this a time period that I need to start working out, start doing my practice. Need to find time to actually work out, but that'll be another increase in the habit forming world. So yeah, it's day 21, and like I've really just like, not that I didn't want to do yoga today. I thought I was gonna do it earlier actually, but I'm kind of just like want to rest, want to lay down, but following the plan, not the mood. So just keeping at it. Today I'm gonna try to do like 36 sun salutations. I think that's where, yeah, I'm gonna be at. If I do more, that's lovely. If I do less, it bees like that. But yeah, I think that's it. I've been really working on some other pursuits outside of this practice, which is like my sashimono, my community networking, and pitching some ideas. So trying to get back into doing more research when it comes to the yoga anatomy and sequencing. Have to go back and finish one of the sequences that I'm working on, and then checking out this studio. That's kind of all the things next on my list that I've been working on outside of this, which wasn't really necessary for this update, but the overshare in me. it for now. So I'm going to hit that number and see where it takes me. Salutations. I ended up doing 36 assisted and 12 full plank Sun Salutations, so around 48. Definitely had some moments thinking about some external projects and some side quests that I have coming up. So I definitely was zoned out for a couple of the different movements and not knowing if I was on my right or left foot, but the every other has kind of found a way to like ground me in where I'm at and make some educated guesses that I hope are right. I was also thinking how during my YTT, something that came up was like yogis have to, or yogis should, I don't know what the word was, but practice at least 7 minutes every day. And I realized that I also internalize a lot of that with like, if I don't have a daily practice, like I'm not being the best yoga teacher that I can be, or the best yogi, or whatever. And daily practice is important. Personal practice is important. And how you show up for your practice on the mat is important. Just like how, in the sense of like using your time on the mat for what you need for your daily practice. So I think really similar to like it takes 21 days to form a new habit. Maybe it takes you 10 minutes a day to find your yogi practice. Maybe it takes you 2 minutes a day. But setting aside that specific time frame to check in with yourself, I'm pretty sure is what the main point of that lesson was. It's just important for you to know where you're at every day, and as a yoga practitioner, why not check in with yourself that way? So yeah, gotta do that. The strawberry moon is coming up strawberry moon is coming up next week, so that'll be a good time. I think I'm gonna do, I know I'll be doing the moon salutations soon. I'm gonna try to hit them on like moon rise, which is sometimes during the day. But I'll see. Let's see what else. I started cueing some of the later half of today's practice. The inhale and exhales, pretty confident in. I didn't do all Sanskrit today actually, but I did a full set in English, and then some of the Sanskrit throughout the practice. So I did that, and let's see. I don't know if there's much else for today. Yeah. I will get back into cueing my warm-up. Get back to building my other sequences. And then doing all the other things I gotta do to take care of this yogi body. watching Top